Hey there, Gemini. It's Jen here. I'm doing a mid-June reading for you guys. So, with eclipse season, I decided to go back and look at some of the channeling that came through around November and December, near the end of last year, because that will be um, influencing and significant potentially to what's going on now, as will 6 months in the future. So, one thing that was interesting is for your mid November reading, I wrote mid August. And I never even well, maybe I caught it, but I didn't correct it on my paper. So I don't know if August of 2021, something about that is significant now. So I'm going to just read the channeling now. I'm reading this well after the fact, so it sometimes can be a little choppy because usually I do the channeling and then I do a video, so the messages are really fresh in my head. But okay, so for mid-November of last year, it was cartoonish drawing of a child with a hipster Justified type hat on. Okay, so if you haven't seen the show Justified, it's like a smaller cowboy hat, I guess. Or okay. So you can picture that, right? Like a hipstery hat. Okay, cartoonish drawing of a child with a hipstery hat on outside playing, like the Six of Cups. So innocent, simplicity, enjoying the simple things in life, incense and energy clearing. Allow things, people, habits, expectations, coulda, shoulda, woulda to fall away. Let go. Reconcile aspects of self. Your full moon. Oh, you had a full moon on November 30th. An eclipse in June. No shit. No shit. So that's really interesting. You might want to go back to that mid-November reading, Gemini, and look at the tarot. Okay. Then for your December reading, I talk again about the November 30th full moon lunar eclipse. I heard and it said again, June Sag in 6 months, the solar eclipse. So I heard the sound of music, some sort of traditional show. Could be less conventional, maybe more unusual or even quirky, like my niece drops. Oh, so doing something like a tradition. For example, my niece drops a watermelon off of a, second story or higher for her birthday. I have no idea. I can't remember why, but it's a tradition. So there could be some sort of tradition that you perpetuate like that. That's kind of an insider thing, a unique to you. Sitting across the table from someone. It could be an interview, visiting someone in jail, meditation, sitting with lawyers, a loan closing, a contract signing. It says, don't sell your soul to keep peace, but some losses may be worth it, and that the end will equal relief. The pandemic has really changed your view of how you see life. Going through old things, memories, baby clothes, etc., decluttering, packing, organizing. So maybe, I don't know if you guys were planning on moving. Three of Wands energy. Left thumb itching. Under my thumb. And I heard the Rolling Stones under my thumb. Yeah, so it's like I'm sort of remembering this now. Like you were getting out from under someone's thumb. Three of Wands energy, so that would be, I would just write that like you guys just know what that means. Getting a higher perspective. So in your January overview reading, this kind of, in your mid-December reading, I both got something about a dog. So I had Bubbles, it could be a pet's name, or real Bubbles, I don't know. And then I had Doodle, like a golden doodle, a dog or a pet in the mid-December. So I thought that was interesting that I had pets. Going natural or dyeing hair, changing your look, embracing your authentic self, letting go, not giving a shit. So here's that letting go again. Finding old notes, dotting with hearts. Oh, so like you could, and that's so funny because that came up in the other one. You know how when you're young, you might have an eye, and then for the dot, you put like a heart on top instead of a dot, something cutesy like that. So maybe you're going through old notes and seeing stuff like that. Um, Writing your name with your crush's last name. Oh, and, making the heart with like JH plus the initials of whoever you like. Maybe having a code name or a nickname for someone. And I have Six of Cups energy again. Someone from your childhood, have fun, enjoying the simple things. Interesting how these themes come up when you start looking at these over time. And then so your mid-December Gemini was someone's getting canceled in capital letters. You are going to be seeing things crystal clear. You'll see something, someone, a situation a completely different way, good or bad. Some of you will have a change of heart. See someone you know in a completely different way. No longer friend zoned. Suddenly someone is available, or you're both available, and it's on. It's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. Whoops. I'm actually doing your reading. I went to upload. This happened to Capricorn like 3 months in a row. I went to upload to publish the mid-Junes, and I was counting them, and I realized I hadn't done yours yet. Or someone else's. I can't remember. Who's the other one? Virgo. Although I had checked off that I had done yours. I better go and look because maybe I have it mislabeled. Who knows what I did. Okay, so those are... I also can't remember if I gave them categories, if I'm being consistent. Probably the top ones. I think I was reading them down. I think the top row was going to be more... I don't remember if I gave them categories. Let's just I just want to say, let's just see what comes out. She talks to angels. I have that Black Crowes song in my head. What is it? You never mention the word addiction in certain company. She talks to angels. Is that the name of that song? She talks to angels. It's a good song. And I think I can't remember if I used this deck. I think I might have used the other one, but I'm going to use this one. Certain. I can't sing, sorry. All right. I hope that wasn't loud, I'm sorry. Seven of Swords. Four of Swords. You need a break. Like, you need a break in healing after someone just... And Page of Swords. Those cards are a little racy, so I don't want to hold them up. Yeah, so I am seeing this progression of being released from a toxic situation, from an anxiety-producing situation that, because the Seven of Swords, it can be an energy sometimes of, instead of, going through the front door and asking for something, that maybe you have to do a little networking and sweet talking and have some game or something. You have to, earn it a little or try a different way. But mostly it's about someone behaving badly. Someone just not being it's lies by omission, or not being straightforward, or sneaking around, just, someone being a dick. Four of Swords is healing. It's rest. This dealing with this person would just stress you out and make your mind race, and it's kind of would make you, it's those situations where you're like, am I crazy? Like, you have to ask someone, and it's like, I'm seeing it, like, please reflect back to me. This is what I'm seeing. Is that what you are seeing too? Other people are like, yes, that is what we're seeing. It is not you. And you have to heal. You have to it gives you a little bit of trauma, those types of situations, because you start to, it's like gaslighting, I guess, um, where you really have to deprogram yourself from being around those types of people. And that can happen in any sort of relationship or situation. And then the Page of Swords, that's communication. We are in Mercury retrograde right now. Um, so if someone's, beware of the person that texts you or shows up and is all sweet when they, if you can look at it and then they may, oh, see, they may be doing that sweet, they want something, so they show up and they invest a little bit in something, and then they kind of get the favor, they get what they want out of you. Could be sex, could be, yeah, favor, whatever, and then they're gone again. Then you text them and they're like, they've ghosted you or something. So I think you're just done with those types of people and situations. It's too complicated. Going back to that simplicity, the beautiful Empress, Mother Earth being grounded, pregnancy, birthing new things, bringing things to fruition. The Three of Swords next to the Four of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, tons of swords for you, Gemini, which makes sense, right? We are in, oh, happy birthday, by the way. Yeah, so you could be getting a divorce, you could share children, or have got, I feel like that's kind of what had happened. Look, there's, isn't that like the solar eclipse in the back there, which is on June 10th? Would have just happened, but again, these energies go out 6 months. The Three of Swords is just, this person could have made you jealous. I am not a jealous person by nature. So I know that whenever I'm feeling jealous, like something's up. You know what I mean? Like, why am I feeling this way? And I had one boyfriend that would like purposefully, actually, I've had a couple guys do this to me. That was my husband, actually, who like purposefully, if they're hurt, would like try to, that's why my marriage didn't last long, would would like go out of their way to try to like, you know, flirt with people, and would look at me like, I don't, it's just not, obviously that's a red flag of someone behaving badly, someone being manipulative. So this all may, for, obviously it's not going to be for all of you, be some situation where you're finally being released from the past. It could be a contract, it could be a nightmare situation, like not too extreme, but maybe you had a house built, or you're trying to sell a house, or you're trying to, something that was kind of a saga, and you met up with difficult people or shady shit, stuff going on in the workplace that just, you had a horrible boss or a coworker. Maybe you found out like a coworker was embezzling or doing stuff, and you're coming out of it, this, standing in your power. The Queen of Swords is strong, and she's been through it, and she holds her head up high because she knows that she conducted herself with dignity and truth and conviction, and kept her ethics and her morals, and stayed above the fray and the crap. Didn't allow, because the seventh lesson of Seven of Swords, like, all right, this person's pulling crap. Are you going to sink to their level and say, well, they're doing it, I'm going to do it? It's really easy to do, right? It feels revengeful. Is that a word? Vengeful. It feels, yeah, well, have a taste of your own medicine. But the true spiritual way to deal with that is, I'm not lowering my standards. And this can sometimes, for some, because someone else is. I'll use myself as an example with my marriage. I felt treated very disrespect that my spouse was disrespectful to me, and I started treating them disrespectfully. And we were not going to disrespect each other into a better relationship, right? And I realized that pretty on. I'm like, this is not going to work. So my marriage was very short. But yeah, I saw that. I was like, what am I doing? How is me being this way productive? The only thing I can control is myself. So I see you recognizing that in a situation, and actually, it may kind of suck that it happened, but feeling really good and really good about how you conducted yourself through this situation, and know that you had integrity. That's the word. Eight of Pentacles. You're just doing your thing. You're minding your own business. I feel like you're really into something. It could be something spiritual, like you could be studying astrology or herbs, or something more, something like that. But it's something that really grounds you, and it literally could be anything. But when you do it, it feeds your soul. You feel present. You feel energized. You feel it's what you want to do. If this isn't your job, and maybe you're trying to make it your job, maybe this situation prompted you to leave a toxic corporate environment or company environment and branch out on your own. And so you're really, really into that and in your element and feeling great about things. This can be, though, oh my God, I'm sorry, I just yawned. So this could be anything for anyone. This could be working out for some people. This could be writing or reading for some people. This could be gardening. This could be working on an old car. Whatever your thing is. There's some candle magic. Getting grounded. Yep. You gotta get grounded after this. I am solid and grounded. I'm not going to let these types of people knock me off my base. Queen of Pentacles. She's a manager. She and the Empress here. Things are really going to be fruitful. Like, out of a difficult situation is going to come something so much better than you even imagined before. So it's kind of like, wow, that sucked, but it really pushed me in ways that I would never probably have gone before, and it's a really good thing. And here's the moon. So this is just talking about how important the timing of those moons and maybe what was happening in that channeling or happening. Go back to your favorite readers and relook at some of those videos and see or try to look back at that time and really see what was happening and how that may be significant now. There's a little bit of I feel like you're still emotionally healing and dealing with this. You may also meet someone new that you're a little bit worried about. No, not worried about them, just a little, what's the right word? I'm sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable here. You're cautiously dipping your toe back in the water. Could be Cancer. Oh, so coming up in Cancer. So that's, I can never remember. Somewhere in the beginning of the 20th of June, 20th, 21st, 23rd. I don't know. And what's the full moon? There's a full moon in Capricorn, and we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So we have the Queen of Swords, which is you, Gemini, moving into, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is the full moon on June 24th, and then we move into Cancer. So maybe this full moon in Capricorn is, I can see you just getting really super grounded. There's all this air energy on this side of the chart, lots of thoughts, lots of in your head, lots of trying to figure things out. And then you move into really getting grounded, I think, to prepare you for getting back into opening your heart again. And for some of you that it makes sense, a new relationship. I want to pull some more cards because I want to see who's coming in if this is a relationship. I'm going completely off script here. Yeah, like I have a script. There's that Black Crowes song again. Just came up. Holy shit, it's the person of your dreams. You're going to be freaking out. I'm too busy. I'm too busy making my life. I've too busy structured my life to ground it that that you could, okay, I'm getting a couple things. You could just be making your life really, really busy. So you kind of, oh, I'm too busy to do any of that. It's a little bit of an avoidance. It's a little bit of a way to not have to dip your toe back in the water. Oh shit, what was the other thing that was just, I had something really clearly. Well, it will come back. Ooh, King of Fire, a fire sign may be coming in for you guys. Even though Sag and Gemini are opposite, the air and the fire signs, they do well together. One of my coworker, actually, today's her last day. I'm off today. My boss and I are both Sagittarius. She's a Libra, and let me tell you, we were the best team. The air and that fire, that combination was fantastic. So the air and fire can be really good, especially if you're grounded. When we have the solstice, I don't even know if I talked about the solstice in these readings. We have the summer solstice, or depending on where you are in the world, the solstice on June 21st. Make time for this person. It is what you wish for, even though you had. So this situation could have happened longer ago with this asshole here. This coming in is everything that you wish for. It really is. So to make sure that you do make time to allow this new person to come in. This awesome King of Wands. So this person's really dynamic, action-oriented, active. They probably work out a lot or regularly, not excessively, but they probably, like, maybe they run every day or whatever, hit the gym. They're enthusiastic. They're outgoing. They like to do things. And they're fun to be around. They have a lot of positive. They have a lot of energy and a lot of usually positive energy, because this looks like it's in the upright. Passion. There could be a real strong physical attraction to this person. That could be what's sort of scaring you. Maybe you've been with people before that have, been really attractive, and you're like, maybe I need to find an Uggo. No, I'm just kidding. You're like, okay, I can't just go by how hot they are because they turn out to be assholes. I need to, make sure there's substance here. But this person does have substance. I feel like because if you look, this person's very much, they have a hoodie up, their head is down, they're hiding their true nature, right in front of you with that sun. But this person's looking right, like, here I am. Here's all of me. Here's who I am. They're very upfront. And so I do see you opening up to, I mean, it doesn't, I mean, hey, why not take your time to get to know them? But I think it might be a little hard because the attraction is so strong. All right, Gemini, thank you for watching. Take care.